Okay, I think we're good.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this.
Sure.
Open up the Hearthstones. Don't like any of these classes.
Eh. I don't know. I don't mind hunters much now that Unleash the Hounds makes it like a legitimate combo class. Warrior's also fine. Warlock's also fine. Like, the,
I haven't played Warlock in a while, I think. I also haven't played Hunter, like, pretty much ever. Um, I feel like rolling some beasts.
Let the hunt begin.
Why not?
sure. Main thing with hunters just always be really aggressive, which
Yeah,
none of
that's
these
right.
cards
None of
are.
these cards are remotely.
Yeah. So yeah, Mountain Giant I don't think you'll ever use,
Yeah,
and
I don't think I can play it, so.
yeah. So it's
Sounds
either
like
3/3 for 3 or Molten Giant.
Like, a lot of the pirates are only good with weapons, and, like, Hunter's not exactly a weapon class. They have, like, that eagle horn thing, but that's really it.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I could see Molten Giant maybe taking back some momentum after they stabilize. Start hitting me down, I don't know.
I mean, I don't hate Molten Giant in Arena, especially because you'll probably be attacking their dome a lot more than you would in other classes. So you kind of just like if they feel like racing, you're just gonna get online really early.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's probably right. Okay. Multi-shot over Animal Companion. Animal Companion's really good, though.
I love Animal Companion, honestly.
But Leok. Hate Leok. It's the worst. Yeah, I think I should probably take it. I think like if I can get some beast synergy going, that would be nice too. I'm gonna take the Worgen
Yeah, Worgen's the best one.
Unleash over the Hyena, I think.
Yeah.
Explosive shot or mind control tech?
I like both. The one nice thing about Explosive Shot is it does enough damage that like it helps take out taunts pretty consistently.
Yeah, it kills that shield master in particular.
Yeah.
My control tech is
It's usually 3/3 for 3, and
Yeah.
then sometimes it's like maybe you can win a game you have no business winning.
yeah, with upside basically. I think
Yeah.
explosive shot's probably more reliable pick.
Sure.
Do I take
I
Timberwolf
still-
here because I have the Unleash, or is it just the
No,
Yeti still?
no, just take Yeti.
I think
Unleash
it's
doesn't need that much help. Like, and the best one for it is really just Buzzard because then it draws you a bunch of cards.
Yeah,
like,
I got to do that in I got to like Buzzard for 5 in constructed ones. That was fun.
Yeah, it's real fair when that happens.
So many cards. Do I take a Silence? I might just take this Timberwolf.
I mean, I don't mind having one Timberwolf. The problem with the Wolf is just like it's almost always just a one-turn buff, and then it's gonna
Yeah.
like die to everything.
I think
So
I think it's like a combo card, right? It's
Yeah.
not right to look at it like you would a dire wolf or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Owl's the same way, more or less. Like anything with one toughness is just like you're gonna get one shot out of it, and then it's probably gonna like get eaten. So
That's true. I have 20 after this one. I have 23 picks to pick up other beasts though. But at the same time, having a silence is really nice, especially for taunts. I think I like that Iron Bell here.
I mean, the fact that the owl is also a beast is nice.
Yeah, that is true.
And Buzzard not close. Yeah.
Not close at all. Ardent Commander not close.
Yeah.
These are pretty good cards.
I love all these. These are all sick. Usually I like taking Savannah over other 6-drops, but I mean, Sunwalker's great, Azure Drake's great. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of these.
Yeah. So I guess the question is what if I'm trying to stay aggressive. I feel like the Sunwalker is not going to do as much for me as this high main. Although, like Sunwalker's super strong though. Like it just comes down. It's just like a brick wall.
Right. I mean, the main upside about Savannah is that if you do get into a fair fight, you know they have to kill it, and then you're gonna get a bunch of dudes anyway.
Or you just run it into something and you get a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, Sunwalker's
like
gonna
that.
protect your smaller dudes. So I mean, right now you don't actually have any smaller dudes.
Nope.
So
I think there's other taunts that can do that as well. I think this card is really strong.
yeah, sure.
Unleash number 2 or multi-shot number 1? I haven't played enough Hunter to know which one is right.
I like having 2 or 3 unleash in my deck, but I also like having 1 multi shot. It's basically like just double cleave,
Yeah, it's
more
just
or
better
less.
cleave.
Yeah.
I feel like I could use the removal. Like, removal number 1 I think is probably stronger than...
I think it's fine. Just taking 1. It's like the main thing is just not to go overboard with removal.
Okay, well...
See, like, yeah.
Immediately regret it, but I think that's still the easy pick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm pretty good. Deathly shot right after.
I actually think there's an argument for tracking here.
Okay.
Like, it depends how many combo cards you get. But remember, you're trying to assemble 2-card combinations.
That's true.
And it's like, you get to see a tenth of your deck. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not that bad compared to, say, doing it in Magic, so...
Yeah, that is true. Like, I'm comparing that to, like, Index or whatever. It's just...
Right.
Or, I guess not Index. I guess this would be...
It's Impulse. It's just
it would
Impulse.
just be Impulse.
Like, it's not bad at all, but, it's also not, like, an amazing high pick, but it's just, like, 1 mana and getting to dig 3 cards is, like,
Right.
Nothing else does it. Deadly Shot's more or less, like, pray you kill everything, and then they just have to play...
engineer a board state, right?
Yeah, it's like, hope they play a big guy, and then you just Deadly Shot and you get a bunch of tempo, but, yeah.
Okay. Alright. I haven't given tracking a lot of respect, but I'll give it a shot.
I mean, I think in normal Hunter it's not that great, but if you're going to go Unleash route, you definitely want, like, a couple if you can.
Yeah.
And I mean, Hyena, I don't think it's close.
Yeah.
Rhino's 1 mana too expensive, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I think that's right. When you compare it to what Warsong Commander used to be, anyway.
I mean, even now I'd take Warsong all day. Ooh, that's interesting. Crusader or Hyena?
Crusader's a better card most of the time, I feel like. But how many beasts do I have? I have Unleash, and then I have the Iron Beak. So let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have 5. Plus Savannah, but I don't even count that because it's so late.
Yeah, it's too late.
So, yeah. So you have 5 right now. Ideally, you want to get to about 10, so...
Yeah.
But it also depends on how many Buzzards and Houndmasters you pick up.
Yeah, Houndmaster's something I haven't seen yet.
I mean, I mean, if the other beasts weren't so bad, it'd be constructed playable. It's just better. It's better Dark Iron Dwarf most of the time. So.
Scarlet Crusader is a strong card, though.
I mean, you don't even have any 3-drops really. You have 2 so far. You might as well just take Crusader. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
You know the Crusader's always going to be good. Hyena's actually not going to be that good if we don't pick up another Unleash.
Yeah, it's pretty conditional.
Ugh, these all suck. Yeah, Storm one's
the
fine.
easy pick.
Yeah.
I can partake the Ooze here.
Yeah, Ooze is fine.
I do like the Worgen Infiltrator, though. That little card saved me
Yeah.
once or twice. We'll try with easy there, I think.
Yeah.
Stormpike?
These are all pretty shit. Yeah, Stormpike's fine.
Stormpike is what I want. Hunter's Mark, I guess, helps take down humongous big things.
Yeah, we are definitely...
1, 2, 3.
Take Cobra.
Yeah. 4.
This is definitely not going to be like a hyper-aggressive deck like my other like decks were, though. Nightblade, just because the other 2 are what they are.
Terrible, yeah. Awful.
Grizzly.
Grizzly over the Rhino.
Yeah.
I think Rhino's not very good. Explosive Trap is good.
Trap's very sweet, yeah.
I think I want
It'd be worse if people were all, competent, but they're not, so. Cult Master's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or second Scarlet Crusader. I think I can afford to go with Cold Master here. Have some.
Sure.
I think that's some decent feet to it. Silver Hand's nice. Better than Snipe, I think.
Yeah. These are all
Pretty bad.
bleh. Yeah, I mean,
I still don't have that many beasts, right? Like, if you call that 1. 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have like
7,
6.
8.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great.
I guess like Tundra Rhino is just a more expensive Storm at Night. That's all it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I think Timberwolf might honestly have more upside at this point. I think if I can pick up another Unleash or something,
Sure.
I think I'll go with that, because I really don't want to play that Rhino. There's a
I'm
Houndmaster.
I'm very regretting these missing out on the second Unleash now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure now, as it is, we just take it over everything in the future.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, yeah, I mean, I guess Silverhand's still better than,
I think it is.
yeah.
Even though there's the sweet combo potential to make a huge Warlord.
Yeah.
I think it's not, we only got one of them. Oh, okay. Well, we got a second Argent Commander, or we have a Night Juggler.
I mean,
Commander is...
your card quality's pretty good. It's not like you went for the combo deck and then whiffed. Like,
Yeah.
at least your cards are, like, fine.
I think I have a nice mid-rangey deck here. Like a lot of strong cards in the 3, 4,
Yeah.
5 range. I think I do take this Argent Commander.
Yeah. And questing just because the other two suck, you know. Alright.
Alright, so what do we got? We've got a couple of beasts, one too many multi-shots, one too few unleashes.
I'm gonna say 6 wins.
Yeah, 5 or 6 sounds about right. Although, you know me, I'm the master of drawing terrible everything.
Are you going to pre-release this weekend?
Probably not. I have to be in Jersey this weekend.
Oh, fair. Alright.
I haven't battled in pre-release in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably battle one before Super Bowl and then immediately go watch it. So.
Let the hunt begin.
Watch this Molten Giant come right
Nice.
back to me.
Nice opener. I like it a lot. Please ship your 4-2. Yeah. This is much more reasonable.
Yeah, it is
Although
reasonable.
Starting Buzzard against Druid is just yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know if I trap. I don't think I do. I can just hit him.
I think you just shoot past, yeah.
I don't think it's good enough.
You definitely don't want to trigger trap just because, oh, he punched you in the, you know,
Yeah.
like, definitely,
That's what this probably do.
yeah.
Yeah.
At least make him, like, waste a card or two, yeah, so.
Yeah, I think the Scarlet's easy.
Yeah.
Although I guess there might have been an argument for the Grizzly, given I can Houndmaster next turn. Maybe that would have been better.
I think you just,
If I hit his Harvest Golem, Buzzard Hyena, I get my card.
I
And
wonder.
kills this with his hero power. And he can still kill the Hyena, so that's not good.
I think you just are gonna, you either eat the eat the Golem, or you just dome him and play Grizzly, and
I
then,
think
you know,
I'm gonna
that,
play Grizzly.
Join
Yeah,
or
so-
I
die.
don't think I want to follow that Divine Shield either.
yeah, that's fine then.
Wait for him to deal with my stuff.
I mean, it at least forces a swipe if he has it, or if not, then he's gonna, you know, take some damage, lose the front half of the golem.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's not so bad.
Yeah, I think this is better.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he just basically just
Right, yeah, no, I agree. 100% agree. Now, it just depends what his follow-up is. It's just a 3-2. It's fine. No, okay. Yeah, and an Unleash. Good.
So that's interesting. I wonder if now that plans have changed, maybe I actually just Buzzard Unleash, draw 2 cards, kill his Harvest, well, clear the board and make him kill my buzzard?
I think you just want to, like... I think you'd rather just board clear right now and then set that up for next turn or something, like...
That's fair. Because I also have this hyena draw an extra card before I send my hounds.
Exactly, like...
I've got a huge guy.
Alright. I
Join
will...
or die.
I'll make him kill mine. There's no reason to burn a divine shield, I don't think.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like this just sets it up better. Like,
Yeah.
he's not... You can basically hold that combo until he plays another minion, and if not, that's fine too, like, whatever. So you can just play Savannah even this turn,
Yeah,
and
I
just
think I'll
whatever.
play Savannah.
Yeah.
Nice little dome.
Or die.
The
That's...
Scarlet Crusader's done a lot of damage.
I'm surprised he hasn't, like, tried to deal with it, so... But maybe he's just... He didn't want to eat the extra damage, didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that might be it.
Wanna blow something up?
Wow.
Naturally.
That's a very expensive bomber. I mean, whatever. He still came and... Oh, he's gonna coin and hit it now? Alright.
Yeah, perfect.
He's at 14? He is... Or 15. Yeah, that is
15.
awfully low already against Hunter. And he hit you. Wow.
Wow.
He's a maniac.
I think I buzzard, unleash, hyena.
So the question first is... We're at 22 life. Do we want to... Are we worried about... Are we worried about dying at all? Like, is there any possible combination that kills us? I don't think there is.
Not on 7 mana, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it's like, do we want to just go questing, buzzard, unleash, and then we have a 4/4, and then we just dome him with everything, and we draw 2 cards?
Yeah,
Or
I
we
could see
can-
that. I could see. That might be, but the other thing I was thinking is Houndmaster, but I think that takes too much of our mana. And he's just gonna be able to kill the High Maid for very little gain on our part.
Yeah.
So 3, 5, 7. That's also just a better use of mana generally. So
Yeah.
Let's go
Give
Questing,
me a quest.
let's go Buzzard. Let's go Unleash. See the draw. Alright.
Yeah, just dome him. I think the only argument against doming with the 2 beasts is, like, swipe, and even then, it's just like, eating a 3/2 is not that relevant.
Like, that's fine. Like, he's got swipe.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. But it doesn't matter, yeah. He has to trade still. I mean, I don't see any other possibility for him.
Really?
Man, he is just all in on that thing.
Doubling down on it.
And you're a hunter, like, it's not even that big a deal, like... So now what we do...
I can just multi-shot trade,
Yeah, that's fine.
I think. Houndmaster, one of the beasts. Or I can
Well,
just play the
okay.
Shillwind.
We could also go hyena, and then go explosive trap multi-shot.
Oh, interesting.
Or we could go hyena and just shoot him, like, whatever, like... Because he's at 7, so...
Interesting. This is definitely happening.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way first.
Yeah. Or you can go with your... If you're worried about, like, a Leroy or something, like a random charge, because he's being so aggressive, you can, you know, trade and then hunt Houndmaster, like you said. Like, that's also safe, so...
I don't understand why he would be doubling down so much on this adventure. I'm a little
It's possible
worried
he's
about
just...
it.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you want to do that, do the Houndmaster play. That's by far your safest. Wait, whoa. Trade and then do it. What are you, like, what are you doing?
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Now we have a
still-
nice...
Still lethal.
Yeah, we have a very nice board, and we killed this guy. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean... Okay, he had another swipe, so... Yeah.
Doesn't matter, right? Unless he can kill something else, I'm just gonna shoot him and win.
Right. I don't know. Maybe you just play him with, like, swipe Starfire or some random stuff.
He just doesn't see the hero. He just forgets about the hero power.
I mean, he's just conceding, I guess. Yeah, he's dead.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah. I guess he didn't actually have a plan there. He was just like, man, I really don't want to trade my Adventure Cup.
Yeah. Don't really get that, but oh well.
I don't know.
Was he a druid? These card stats. Alright. Yeah, this is just the same mid-rangey nonsense that I hate. But I guess in Arena, mid-range is, you know...
Mid-range is like the default in Arena.
I think especially since, like, this time I got, I think, just enough beast density that the cards just aren't completely awful.
Yeah.
Like, they're good enough, you know? Because I know the last time I played
Rexa
Hunter,
versus Rexa.
I got, like, 5
Let the
beast
hunt
cards and it was just
begin.
awful.
I will hunt
Yeah.
you
Worst
down.
feeling.
I can believe it.
Yeah, I don't like this. Against Hunter, I can probably play Buzzard on 2. I hate doing that though.
I almost feel like if you don't have another beast to go with Buzzard, it's
Yeah.
better just to mulligan it, but
Might be the case.
but I mean, this is also probably the one match where it's like safest per se, so
Well, if you play something on 1, yeah, okay. Then
Played
I'm
it
just
too.
gonna shoot 'em. I'm just gonna dome 'em. Not really looking forward to what he has on 2 though.
it's probably just like shooting you or hyena. Yeah, that's not bad though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, woo! So we get to play Crusader and set up our next turn.
So,
Sweet. Seems good. I guess he can like, if his plan involves like suiciding some beasts, I mean, I guess he could make a very large hyena, but
Yeah.
that also seems terrible. So
Also-
yeah, Houndmaster maybe.
Your magic shall not
Spellbreaker. Yeah, I mean, pumps up his hyena, so whatever.
alright.
That kind of wrecked our play, so.
Yeah, definitely wrecked her play.
Um. Okay, well, we either play the 4-2 naked, or we play the Knight punch, and then, you know, hope he can't kill it randomly and, you know, trade off the next turn. Unleash is one short of doing anything, so.
What could he have? He could have...
I mean, there's almost nothing that hits just one target. He could
just
have
has-
Deadly
it's just
Shot
arcane shot, right?
and Arcane
Deadly
Shot. Arcane Shot and Deadly Shot, that's pretty much it.
Alright, I think I'll do that.
For the king.
I mean,
For honor.
yeah, I mean, if he just plays a random dude, I mean, it's not that bad. And we draw another card, so.
Could be a little bit of a problem if he plays a Misha. Looks like that's not
Nope. He's just doming.
Yeah.
Sir Domington.
It's like explosive, or it might be ranging shot, maybe.
I mean, no matter.
Snipe.
Snipe would be a little awkward just because of how we're doing it. I mean, I still think Buzzard
I
Unleash
think,
is
yeah, Buzzard
the
Unleash
play.
because it
Yeah.
has the possibility of clearing the board.
right.
No snipe! No snipe.
Alright.
2 cards.
Yeah. And then attack, obviously, the hyena first and see what it triggers, if anything. Okay, so it's explosive trap. So that's fine. Yeah, we can just play around that and set off when we feel like it, so.
Pretty much. Oh, go to
That was that's a little annoying. Alright. Yeah. Nightblade?
Alright,
Or-
so that's a bad play. I think that's probably a bad play. Iron for Raging is probably a bad play. I think Argent Commander doesn't do enough here. How much is on target?
I think you either Nightblade or you go Stormpike, and either way you're just hoping for a trade, which he'll probably dome you, and then you'll have to trade on your turn.
Back, yeah.
Yeah.
next turn I'm on 7, so that gives me Storm Pike hit, I
I
guess.
wonder.
I mean, the other option is to play the Grizzly and the Worgen, and then just, you know, accept that he's going to eat your Grizzly, and then Argent Commander it, basically.
That might be better. 'Cause, like, I don't like the Nightblade play, because if he doesn't do anything, I can't trade straight up.
Sure.
He takes the
Well,
commander.
no, then, yeah, I mean, then you have to play Commander. Yeah, that's fine. But, yeah,
I
just
also
play
have a
your...
lot of cards in my hand. I want to start
Sure.
because otherwise it can get real awkward.
I guess the nice thing is Worgen also turns off any smaller creatures he may want to play, so...
And if I get to attack him with it, it triggers explosive shot and he gets raged.
Your magic shall not see.
Jeez. Alright.
So,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just gonna go there, kill the Worgen.
Yeah, he is.
Fine with that. I think here's Storm Pike. Splam.
Yeah. Yep.
I've got a huge guy.
That's you. Alright, so I've got one more card than him. If you don't count the trap, I guess. Pretty easy. I'm going 1 for 1 most of the game. I'm on pretty low life.
That's the main issue at this point is, like, he's just gonna keep shooting us. Oh, tracking. Yeah, let's see what we get.
I think I got a track.
Oh, Molten Giant.
One giant costs what?
One. Yeah.
Taking that.
Actually, it costs 0 if you trigger a trap, which you're probably gonna have to anyway, but, yeah. Too bad it's not beast. Then we could make it a 1.
That is true. The other thing, I think I need to kill this Yeti this turn.
No, I agree with you.
think
It's
I have
awkward,
to
but
Argent
you
it.
just... Yeah, you have to. Just get it out of the way.
Ready.
And then, hey, we get to play Giant though, so that's nice. And yeah. As much as I'd like to play it the next turn, I think we, have to do it this turn.
Yeah, because taking another 4 is really just not an option.
Right.
Alright, Rex Yun Yun, what do you got?
If he has any charge guy, we're basically dead.
Yep.
Like, that... And this is the thing people underestimate about Hunter. It's like, that hero power just adds up a
Yeah.
lot.
Really fast, especially if you just
Get behind
add it
me.
to, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna say that was actually just a miserable play, but, yeah.
Cult Master here.
You realize it's gonna get blown up.
Yeah, I know. Cult Master.
So you
draw
just
one
want to cash
card.
it in for a card?
'Cause I don't know
I mean,
if I have
that's-
time for anymore.
That's
the
fine if you... I mean, that's fine if you want to do it. You also have the option of going... Kill it, trigger it, hit him, shoot him, play Hyena, and then Houndmaster, and then you have a taunt.
That is true.
Otherwise... I mean, it depends how aggressive you want to be, basically. Otherwise, do that, him for 8, and then play Nightblade or Silverheart or whatever, and then just ignore everything and hope to, like, kill him in 2 turns. The fact that he played a taunt this turn and shot you means he probably doesn't have
Yeah, suggests he
too
doesn't
much.
have a ton.
So,
Which makes me lean toward the Nightblade play, but... Well,
just kill the damn taunt. Just kill it.
yeah, kill it. I'm gonna
Hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the animation's gonna go off now. Decide.
I think I want a Silver Hand.
Okay, Silverhand and Master.
Ready, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
And put the maximum amount.
Okay.
That's
That's
okay.
yeah. I mean, that was a little unfortunate,
Yeah.
but
Puts the maximum amount of power out on the table. 'Cause I don't think I have a lot of time here.
yeah, we're going to 4.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
crap!
Going to
All right.
2. If that's a explosive shot, which it
right.
certainly is.
Well,
8, 12,
um,
15, 17.
yeah, you're 1 off.
Ugh.
Yeah, that multi-shot. That
It's,
was a bit awkward.
that's,
Okay.
that means I have to clear.
You don't have to
battle.
clear. You can just hit him and then Savannah Houndmaster it, and then you have a 7-point taunt.
That's
It-
true. And And I guess if this is explosive, I just die anyway.
Well, the easiest way to first hit him for 8 and see what it is.
There it is.
Okay, it is explosive. Okay. So now you have a choice. Yeah, you can do that and see what's up. So you can clear now, and he's dead next turn, or you just play your taunt and him to 6.
I think I'm gonna play the taunt no matter what. So I think what this ensures doesn't happen is some shenaniganry where he hits me and where he
Yeah,
gets
that's fine.
through a taunt.
To
maybe.
battle!
Right,
I have more than
you're
enough power to.
say he has the third silence or
Yeah,
something.
you know,
Yeah, okay.
like this is more than enough.
So if he doesn't have arcane shot,
Yeah.
he's dead. I can't. Yeah, unless there's some other direct damage I'm forgetting. Okay, flare. So he's just looking for stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a really big taunt for Eddie. Yeah. Okay. And he's boom. Sweet. Yeah. So hey, that Molten Giant pick that worked out.
Didn't work out.
Actually, just straight up fun. Yeah.
Molten Giant for 1 is pretty solid, I must say.
Yeah. I'll take my 8/8 for 1.
There you go. I'm wondering if the Hyena Houndmaster play instead of the Silver Knight, if that multi-shot goes off, it's much worse, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because assuming it doesn't hit my Molten Giant, it hits my
If we
Hyena.
assume it hits the non-giant targets, yes, you just basically are dead.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Because he'll have another
Versus
turn and he'll just
Anduin.
shoot you, and it won't matter.
The light
That's right.
shall
And I
bring
think that if he has
victory.
explosive shot, it just
The
literally
hunt
doesn't matter.
begin.
Right.
I kind of like this.
This is reasonable, yeah. Priest is also one of the only times I like Hyena, so...
He has a tough time killing it straight out.
It's basically just, well... If you can pump it once, it's not bad. Okay.
So it's a god. Knowing me, he took my multi-shot. I'm just gonna lose
I mean-
my 2 and my 3.
That would be real sad.
Very
Ooh!
sad.
Mm.
Dies to so many things, but the upside,
Just play Buzzard.
yeah.
There's only like 4 neutrals it dies to. And there's only like
Dies
2...
to Shadow Word, it dies
and
to
Holy Smite.
Holy Smite.
Yeah. So that's not actually a huge number.
Yeah.
Like,
And he needs it right now,
right.
or I get my card back.
I mean, unless we're gonna wait until, you know, we combo off with it, this is what... Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
It's fine. It's probably
And
also
then we
the
just-
case that I have my Hyena.
Yeah.
gonna-
So we just play our companion and, like, hope for a Huffer or something and just...
Oh good, it's Leok. It's my favorite. Love that guy.
I mean, I should have known with you.
It is me, yeah. God.
There was
Leok so much.
there was a time where I just got nonstop Leox, and then eventually that became nonstop Huffer, and then it was my favorite card of like all time.
Nonstop Huffer is not a bad place to be.
Yeah, no, yeah, random 4/2 charge every turn. Sure. What is he doing? Is he just gonna buff it
Is
again?
someone injured?
Oh, cleric. All right. Sure. Sure. Multi-shot that. And then punch. See, 4 toughness. As long as you had 4 toughness, it's okay.
Misha also has 4 toughness. So I would like to play.
Yeah, I know. Well, obviously we wanted Misha, but you know, can't all be lucky.
I think I go
So,
Hyena.
do you think he stole your multi-shot, basically?
Yeah.
Because if he did, then playing Hyena Grizzly sucks. If you don't think he did, then Grizzly Hyena is amazing. Because he has to run into your now 4-power Grizzly Bear.
Yeah.
So,
See, the thing is that I think that if he stole my animal companion, he would have played it instead of terrible nonsense on 3.
yeah, could be. I mean, we could also just go Grizzly and Tracking.
Tracking.
Or tracking first and see what we hit, because we're gonna run out of time in a minute.
I think I'm gonna track this. I don't like. I guess because I'm pretty sure you probably took my.
Okay. Well, these all suck.
Yeah. I can probably take
So-
Stormwind Knight just to take it.
Yeah, sure. I like charge.
For the king!
It's got 3 power.
Yeah, just hit him in the face. Oh, he killed it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Heal it. Maybe if I mouse over it enough times, he'll.
Maybe he'll just play Nazir Drake and laugh at you.
That's no fun.
Nice Wolf Rider. Too bad it's not a beast.
Too bad.
Trade and then play Grizzly Bear, I guess.
Oh, I hate that play so much.
Okay. Well, do you have a
I don't
better
think
play?
there's anything else I can
honor.
I mean, you could just shoot him, pretend to be, in terrible shape, and then your Molten Giant comes online in like 4 turns. There you go.
Yeah, I don't think it would be pretending at that point.
Yeah, no, that would be.
Gates are open.
Yeah. Well, as it turns out, this is probably going to be the plan anyway. Molten Giant is going to have to bail us out.
Okay, hello.
Ooh, so you can do that and punch
Hyena
and
House
trade.
Master, punch it.
Yeah. It's not the worst. I wish our guy lived, but take what I can get.
So of course, if he stole my multi-shot, this is just unavoidable at this point. If he stole
Yeah,
multi-shot, then
Yeah,
I
that was the thing. It's like, I feel like this was going to come up no matter what. And, yeah.
Guess
well-
right. Well, that's his follow-up.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better now. I felt bad, and now I feel okay.
Just gonna throw it around
Man, you even get to hump it for free, unless he pumps it.
there. Yeah.
That's nice of him.
I mean, at this point, he
That's-
needs to have like literal nothing though. Oh, that's annoying.
Ooh. Got you good.
Yeah. Although him using
Yeah.
Holy Smite on that, I just don't really care.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm
This
pretty
is-
behind. He's hitting me for 1.
Yeah. He's also healing himself. Then he played a light well.
Okay, well, as long as he continues to heal his. I don't need to play
You
that.
just shoot him and pass, right?
Yeah, I don't need to play that right now. I hope he plays another right here. I hope it's like Reckless Rocketeer or something. Something on 2 so I can just home fit. Oh. Annoying.
I feel like this is one of those guys who just he saw Priest and he picked actual just every high toughness card he could.
Yeah. Okay, well that's pretty
Alright.
good.
Yeah, I mean that's why we got
So
him.
here,
Yeah.
I still don't think I explosive trap. Oh, do I explosive trap? Because if I explosive trap and he runs into it, I
If you don't want to try and set up your explosive shot, go for it.
potential 2 for 1. I think I do that.
Sure. I don't know. Your explosive trap doesn't seem like it's gonna get a whole lot of value, so
Why not? Heal it. Heal it.
it does amuse me that he bombed your guy and he still doesn't have enough power on the board to
Yeah.
kill it.
If this was a Sunwell or whatever, I'd be in a lot more trouble. Because then this would be 7/7. I don't like 7/7.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an interesting play. And now he's
So
gonna
you
use
go 1
another.
for 1? 1 for 1 on my guys? Yes, please. Holy Smite, Holy Smite. Please. Please, please, please. Oh.
This potentially actually still works out. Surprisingly. Ooh. Okay. So now you get to owl the middle guy, punch, and explosive shot and kill everything.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I mean, what the hell else are we gonna use it
What
on?
else on his- I feel like,
Like-
yeah, if he had something else.
I mean, he probably has some giant dude of some sort, but I mean, we're gonna lose to like 1-1s randomly at this rate.
Yeah, you heal yourself, sir.
Like, for all we know, his hands are like 3 buffs and a Holy Smite or something. Like, this would not shock me.
For Najata.
Yeah.
That's actually a real card.
Yeah, it is. I'm also glad we blew up all his guys instead of just half.
Yes. Very
Alright. Yeah, so... Punch, Worgen, punch. Yeah.
See what he does.
I mean, that's the sad part about this game. You have to throw guys on the table knowing they're just gonna get humped.
Yep. I almost wish he would just hit me in the face.
Well, yeah. That would be ideal.
That would be very ideal.
I would love if...
Okay.
I like how he keeps spending cards to do this. That's nice.
I continue to be okay with this.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's very He's super
now
confident.
he's doing the right thing, you know? Like, he's using his 4-3 and healing it.
Yeah. Okay. Then this is when Unleash is not good anymore. Well, you can kill the taunt if you want.
I don't even think I'm gonna bother.
Well, the thing is, the only reason I say that is because he's just gonna eat your guy for free, right? Well, maybe he'll hit it and then trigger... No, he's... Nah, he's... I don't know. This sucks.
Yeah.
All your plays suck. Congratulations.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Although, technically I'm only down 1 card, and if these are useless, then... I guess that's okay. Like, the problem is that he can just heal his guy back up.
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe if I run it into him... Well, if I run it into him, I want to kill it. See if he can. See if he humps my guy.
Are you ready for this?
Preemptively heals, maybe, and then runs into.
No, you played it like... No,
Right.
actually, he's played it surprisingly intelligently after like his first like 4 or 5 turns of like weirdness.
Yep. Played it right. So,
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Unleash is not. Unleash is still kind of the actual worst here. Kind of. I think I still have to. I think I still have to play it though. Just punch this a couple times. Play my swamp moves. Force him to heal something.
I guess you could play Swamp Ooze and just hope he misplays. Because, I don't know, like, if you play Ooze, and he eats it with the Archmage, for example, and then heals it back to 4, and plays a minion,
Yeah.
then you get 4, then you can kill his healer and his Grizzly Bear. If he has some, yeah, or maybe, with your luck, he'll just play Circle of Healing and kill you. I don't know.
No, I'd be right. I think I have to play that, but I don't think I'm going to continue to hold this Unleash.
Sure, why not? Well, the other thing is, like, he knows you've had 1 card the entire game, so
Yeah.
at some point he'll probably think of, well, what could that card be? And surprisingly, it's Molten Giant, but yeah, he'll probably think it's Unleash.
I mean, if he goes to my face here, I play Molten Giant for 4 Unleash and kill some dudes.
Yep.
It's not the worst.
Or he'll Shadow Work you.
I don't want to do the Shadow Work yet.
That would be sad. But, I mean, he's cast like 3 of those, hasn't he? I don't know.
Well,
Ooh.
I just
Well,
have to play on my
good.
hand.
Give me a quest.
Yeah, at least you're very mana efficient. Yeah, well, whatever.
Oh, I'm ahead on board. He's just 3 cards ahead.
Jeez, that all? Alright.
and not for long, because he can just eat my 4-4 with his 4-5 and heal it.
Yeah.
So sad, too bad.
Hogger. Yeah. I see.
Alright.
Then he domed you.
Wow, I died to a Mind Blast.
Yeah, every so often I see that and I just kind of like laugh. I have a little chuckle to myself.
Not too much I can do about that. You see
People
how my
play-
Hunter was level 15?
Yeah.
I never played this class.
Yeah, it's good to learn. I don't know. I don't play Shaman ever. And Priest, I played like once in Arena and just was like, forget it. I really hate Priest in Arena.
I don't think I've ever played Priest in Arena, now that I think about it.
It's just so loose most of the time. Everything's conditional. It's just hard to accept.
Drops. Keep the Worgen. Okay. Scavenging Hyena definitely not safe against Rogue.
Why would you say that?
Not like they have anything that does 2 damage. Oh, look, it's back.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I really
Came
like
back.
it when this happens. I did an arena earlier when I was Druid, and I shipped back 2 Ironbark Protectors,
Mm-hmm.
and I got 1 back, and then I drew the other one.
Nice.
And I was just like, okay. I'm not gonna play this Hyena. Let's hope it's a dagger. Dagger, dagger, dagger? Dagger. Where's it? I'm even highlighting it for you. Just do it. And the next turn hit my Worgen. It'll be fun. Promise. Aw, she's not playing something? Lame.
Huh.
I wonder if I just play the Cobra here.
Sure.
I want to toss the Worgen away, and if he has deadly poison, either one is dead.
Yeah. I don't know why you like Worgen so much. Like, after turn, like, 4, the odds that you're ever gonna use it is, like, nil.
Yeah.
It's just gonna, like, die to everything.
That's true. But I also, like Cobra is, like, completely unprotectable with what I have.
Oh, no, I mean, I probably still would have played Cobra there, but I'm just, like, the way you always talk about Worgen, it's just, like, you live in magical Christmas land. It's, like, I get to use it in Arena, like, maybe 1 in every, like, 10 games, unless I'm Mage, in which case I get to use it all the time, because it's Mage, and Mage gets all the advantages in life.
There's not even any fun stuff to do before I wait for him to finish.
He could be really happy he didn't, like, kill your Cobra.
Good.
Dude, you even get to pump your hyena. Because you ain't going to get any more value out of it, so... Man, and he has to knife your guy next turn? This guy played real loose. And explosive trap. Or no. I guess trap
I don't
doesn't...
think I'm happy with trap.
I guess
line
trap
up here.
doesn't kill Blade Master, so yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah, just shoot him. Whatever. Boom! 20.
Face.
Yeah.
Alright. So he's obviously gonna have, like, fan of knives. Just to make it extra depressing.
I mean, he'll probably backstab. That's how we'll roll. But if he doesn't have backstab, yay!
Yay! Or eviscerate.
Yay!
Or deadly
I mean,
poison. Or or SI agent. I guess that's rare, so it's a little...
I mean, he probably can't even trigger SI agent. He used his coin, so
That's true. SI
like yeah,
agent's lost.
coin and SI
So
agent is
many
just so fucking good.
Yep.
This is an interesting attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Eviscerate.
And instead of knifing, he eviscerated. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one. Yeah, that went well for us, I think. I feel like that went okay.
Now I can even play the Stormwind Knight, just eat his 4-1 for free.
You can also just explosive trap shoot him and see if he just blows himself up, which he probably will because he can't do anything else.
Yeah, that's true. That leaves me a 3 to play Worgen.
Yeah.
Well, he's just gonna run to my Worgen if that's the case.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you play trap, you just shoot him, and you see if he pays the idiot tax.
Yeah, that's true. Otherwise, I would probably play the Stormwind Knight instead of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Idiot tax, please. Blocks. Please dagger hit. Subliminal messaging.
Like, the only downside about this is that, like... No, I still see no downside.
Like, he doesn't attack.
I wonder.
Is his option.
Yeah, which is a crappy option, especially when you get to shoot one of his guys next turn, so...
Or it could play a 5 toughness guy right here.
He might. I don't know what he's gonna play.
I hope you like
I don't
my
know what he's
invention.
playing. I mean, he played novice. Okay.
Oh, this is fine. Used his summoner
This-
charge on it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I want to cycle, and then he played Twilight Drake.
That's actually
Before...
a good card.
Yeah, but he did it before
Yeah,
figuring out
before
the
figuring
trap.
out the trap.
Yeah.
And there's only like a couple playable beast traps, or hunter traps,
Yeah.
so... It's not good.
And kaboom.
Choose soon.
Yeah, and now you get to eat that with an Argent Commander.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say that worked out well.
Yep. Whatever would make you say that?
To Northrend! Victory!
You know, I don't know. I don't know why I would say that.
That's such a weird thing to say, man. Next turn I can Worgen and Stormwind, or Stormwind and shoot him, or Stormpike his play, or... I've got a second one of these kicking around somewhere. That would be nice.
So many options.
Or if he plays a bunch of little dudes, I can unleash the hounds.
That's true. Yeah. That's a little dude, but yeah, I don't think that's...
Very much good.
Yeah. You know what would do good? Defileless Ringleader when you get to unleash the hounds.
Yeah.
That's
That was
fine.
nice.
Ooh,
You might just play this.
yeah, I agree.
I like that.
Yeah, this game seems, unless his hand is all like 6, 7, 8 drops, this game kind of spiraled out of control for him.
I don't even know what he could have in there. Like, definitely no rogue class cards, so it would have to be like Stormwinds and...
So
I am the
many
blade.
options.
Or the...
Or, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't have like a Ysera or something, I think it's fine. Ooh, yeah, punch this Savannah. Aw. What a jerk. Alright.
Don't think I care. I think this goes right to his face.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you want to clean it up, you can always just
can still
shoot it and then trade. Yeah,
I can
exactly.
Wolf Rider Stormwind.
Oh yeah, that too. That'll work.
For the king!
I do trade 2. No, that trades 2 for 1 though.
Yeah, but you already played it, so good job.
Mm.
So now you're kind of committed if you do it.
Or I could just wait for him to hit something of mine. Maybe I don't want to play the Wolf Rider, but I might just wait for him to hit one of these guys.
You just want to play the Worgen then?
Maybe just play the Worgen. Hit
Okay,
him for another 2.
sure.
Because if he doesn't kill my guys,
For
then I
honor.
think I'm okay with that too. That turn maybe should have been... Probably should have been Stormpike Wolf Rider.
Yeah, but you know, whatever.
That's okay.
I would. Yeah. I also wouldn't have hated Explosive Shot Worgen. That would have been fine.
I wonder.
Especially
At this point,
yeah, especially since we know his hand basically can't be little dudes anymore because they would have been out here already.
yeah, I don't expect we'll get any value out of Explosive Shot, so. Ooh, just gonna hump it for free. For free!
And play another dude.
So
That'd be nice.
many
Then we could
options.
unleash.
Unleash explosive shot unit. You play, please play like a Lord of the Arena or something.
Well, it's a sea giant. That's kind of what you asked for.
It's close enough because I get to explosive shot it anyway. Wolf Rider it.
Yeah, pretty much.
How are you, sir?
Yeah. I almost feel like you could have no cards at this point, just, you know, shoot him, and you'll probably win this game.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it'd be rough
just
for him
wait.
to win from 24.
yeah, I mean, with two guys, and he's gonna lose 2 life a turn at least, yeah,
And
this
I've got the
is...
Storm Pike.
Yeah,
I guess even
this
without,
is...
without the Storm Pike. But
Yeah, this is not good for him. He in some trouble. See, now I'd like him to play Ysera, because then he'll just die. That'd be nice.
he gets a card. He gets a card. No value allowed.
So many
Yeah.
options.
Can't even Deathwing.
My favorite thing is punishing players in standard or constructed, I guess, that let my Warsong commander live, because now it's, oh man, it's only 3 power guys, and it's like, and then I do things like, oh, Gorehowl, and then you know, Bloodsail Raider, because that pumps after it gets charged. Oh, enjoy 9.
On
Yeah,
your
cool.
path.
Okay, 2, 4, 6,
So
8, 10.
dead, yeah, dead on board.
Oh, I
Dead
found that.
7 ways to Sunday. Yeah. God, your beast is so big.
You're like a king of the herd right there. Twice as big as any other hyena. It's terrifying.
Hmm.
I know if I was a 2/2 hyena, I would follow that 4/4 without question.
Yeah. Hunter is weird. Like, so they made a like combo class with no combo cards, like, and then they made Unleash into a combo card. Like, because they made it 2 mana, suddenly it's like they never had any burst beast generation, and now they have a card that can just make 2 to 4 beasts.
They made
On the
it they made it from a combo card into not a combo card, or into a bad combo card and into
Yeah.
an insane combo card.
Yeah. And I don't even think the first time around it was that broken. It's just people didn't want to play taunts. They were just really kind of miserable about it.
It's just
Like, I bet it...
like the OTK thing. It's like, it's not like it went away just because Unleash stopped being Unleash. Just found
Right.
another way to do it.
Yeah. And then all they did now was, instead of OTK decks, they have what is essentially a burn deck. It's just, oh, all charge, all hero power, and then Unleash. Man, that'd be sweet. If it was like Magic, just your burn deck randomly gets to draw 3 cards and get 3 1/1s. That's nice.
Jeez. This is gonna be turned through water. I know it.
I think we'll just die then? Oh no. That's also very good though.
Yeah, this is very good. The next turn is the big turn.
Yeah. Ooh, we got the combo!
For the crusade!
I don't know if I like that play over just playing Cobra.
I think.
Yeah, because then you at least get...
Bingo!
I guess it doesn't matter. Oh. Man, he got a lot of value out of this point size.
You did get a lot of value out of it.
Alright, so... Buzzard Unleashed?
I think so. Track.
Join or die.
Hyena. Wish I could play the hyena.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice. I wish our Buzzard didn't have, like, sleepy time.
Yeah, I know. Not that it makes it any better, but yeah, this
Yeah.
is just gonna go to my.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's
Crusader,
gone.
my buzzer.
He's-
Oh,
Oh.
it's even worse.
Crap. Wow. I was not ready.
Not ready for
That's... Yeah. Well,
that.
hey. So you can...
I could Stormwind and eat his guy for free. That might not be bad.
Yeah, because you can tracking this turn too, so yeah. I would probably just do that.
I'm tracking first then.
Sure.
Army Commander.
So normally I'd be all over that. I almost think you want
Silverhand.
Grizzly?
You think?
I don't know. I guess it depends how aggressive the rest of the hand. Yeah, I'd probably just take Commander. No, I think I'm going too deep here. Yeah, just take Commander. You're gonna eat his pint-sized anyway, so yeah.
That's right.
I was imagining a world where pint-sized was
For the
still alive,
king!
and that would be very sad for you, because,
Yeah, very
God, I mean,
He's already gotten like 3 turns of value out of it.
yeah.
So,
Hmm.
and he has the hero power, I think, if he wants to kill with his harvest, which I think I'm okay with.
Yeah.
We have many secrets.
Oh no. Okay. Please don't play in secret.
No.
At least there's that.
Uh.
I just eat the Kieran Tor. Is there something better I can do? I can Wolfrider the Kieran Tor, play an Emperor Cobra,
You
play with
could...
the Worgen.
You could go... Yeah...
Yeti Explosive Trap.
Yeah, you could go Yeti Explosive Trap. You could also go Cobra Wolf Rider Trade.
I think I like Cobra Wolfrider or Worgen Wolfrider. I think Cobra's probably better. Actually, I don't know if Cobra's better.
I mean, they both get traded for if he wants, but it's like it also makes him. He's basically forced to trade with Cobra, because if he doesn't and he plays a big guy, then Cobra just eats it. So
I think I like Nuclear. Hey, good news. Flame Strike doesn't eat her face. Bad news.
Yeah.
That means I don't have anything on the board.
yeah,
It's not that bad though. I mean, like if you want, yeah. Again, if he wants to kill my Emperor Cobra, he has to use his or a spell, I guess.
Frostbolt. Yes, he uses Frostbolt.
If
Yeah.
he uses Frostbolt, I'm okay with that
Ooh, that.
too.
Well,
Unanticipated. Is this a beast?
That-
It is a beast.
yeah, it is.
I
You can
outmaster it.
pump it. Yeah, actually, that seems better.
That seems really good.
Yeah, I would do that and play Hyena or Worgen.
If it lives.
Job's done.
Hey, now he's gonna Flame Strike.
Yeah,
He's gonna get you.
Doesn't kill the Cobra,
Yeah, I know.
but then the
He has
Heart's
to at
Gold-
least trade his half a
half a
golem.
card, yeah.
But I still think that was correct.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't have it, he's in.
And if he
Oh,
uses
is
like
he
a
gonna
fireball,
polymorph?
I wonder.
like if he fireballs it, I'm just like over the moon. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he frostbolts, it's a little more annoying. Okay.
No, it is Fireball. That's fine, yeah. Yep.
Eat.
He's not gonna eat any. I mean, I guess he's eating in that regard. I mean, that's not.
The light
Yeah.
protects
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. So we have two options. We can multi-shot and see what happens, or we can go Argent Commander, hit the 5/5, explosive trap, and then we know he has to essentially get board cleared whenever he decides to attack finally.
Yeah. The cost of an
Um,
Argent Commander, I don't.
I mean, the downside is you lose the Argent Commander then.
Yeah. Maybe,
But I mean-
maybe maybe a multi-shot explosive trap.
Oh, wait, huh. Well, I guess if we're gonna set up the explosive trap play, we can also just...
Kill the, or no.
So,
Yeah. Kill the golem, multi-shot, set up the trap, shoot him. And if he wants to attack me at some point, he's just gonna get cleared.
Sure.
I think
Yeah,
probably
that's fine.
better.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just do that. Otherwise, he'll just board trade with you anyway, and then it won't matter. Yeah.
Either way, that 4-1's dead.
Yeah.
I'm on some pretty low health though. If he has a Pyroblast, I think it basically just...
Sure.
Okay, trades 1 for 1.
I mean, yeah.
Argent's next play. Like, I don't like that he draws a card off of that, but I don't, just lose.
Yeah. By just lose, you mean you just lost, yeah.
I just lost.
We're real good. Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
do say so
I think
myself.
you... Yeah, so that and Yeti?
Yeah.
Seems fine. that was a very good draw.
Yeah, very good draw. I think that might have been my only out. I don't think I have another... I do have another multi-shot, so I guess I would just have to get lucky.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
That's good.
He's gonna put me to
Yay.
6. And then he's just gonna... Fireball?
Okay. So,
Kills O2. Stormpike is 2-1.
yeah. And then play Worgen, shoot him. And then he is dead in 2 turns if he can't kill us.
Yeah.
But we're dead to Fireball, we're dead to Pyroblast,
Yeah.
we're
Double
dead to
Frostbolt.
Rocketeer, we're dead to Double Frostbolts. We're dead to about a million things. Like, it... Because, Mage. Mage,
Your magic shall
again,
not
a million
save
things
us.
killed.
That's promising.
That's not good.
I don't know why he
That-
would just... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, that's bad.
It's okay. We're still alive. We get to Argent Command... Oh, wait. We're 1 off, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like... Yeah.
To Northrend! Victory!
Mages!
God damn. Cold Cold did a lot of work this game.
Twice.
Well played.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
A lot of cold going around.
My cold and cold are never good.
Yeah, I know.
Well played.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are the same. It's like any kind of like semi-variant card, it's just like, oh, that situation always comes up when I play against it. It's like, ah.
Just gotta go 2-1 in our next 3. Or I guess 2-0, and then we can get 5. And it's probably the upper limit on this deck anyway.
Yeah.
Rexa versus Thrall!
For Doomhammer, let the hunt begin.
This is why I like prefer the hyper-aggressive builds when I can. But our cards really weren't there, so... You don't want Owl, do you? Yeah.
Tracking.
I mean, you don't have any other 1-drops except for like 1 Timberwolf, so yeah, it's just better.
Oh, good. Oh boy.
Well, Cult Master and Molten Giant.
Master, I think
Okay.
Cold Master's better here. That was not an inspiring set of cards, so I'm glad I didn't have to draw all 3. Oh. Do I bank on Stormforged Axe? I don't think so.
Man, Stoneforge Axe would be a blowout.
Yeah, if he has it here, I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah, but that's always the weird thing about that card. It's just like, if you hold it and then they play it, the turn after they just outlast you, it's just like, oh, why, how do I? Who is it, Leah? No, Tougher.
Suffer.
Yay, everyone loves Tougher.
I don't think I care
Gee.
about Healing Totem. Well,
Yeah,
Healing
I don't
Totem's
think-
pretty annoying, but yeah, I don't think I care about
It's not, I mean, this turn is not annoying.
it. Yeah.
And then-
Huffer.
Yeah, I love Huffer. He's fun. like they could have made him a 4-1 and just made him worse, but no, they gave him the second toughness. That was really nice of him.
Handle
He's
it.
just a much better wolf rider.
See? Because if
See,
he was
yeah.
4-1, he would die there.
Yeah, exactly. Now he has to waste a Earth Shock or something.
Really?
Or Frost Shock. Sure, whatever. I mean,
I'm just gonna eat his raid leader.
yeah. Do you want to draw a card, or are you just going to eat it? Yeah, just eat it. I forget I even said it, because otherwise you will draw a card. You're a Magic player. You love cards.
Cards are like my favorite thing in the world.
Watching, like, Tom Martell play this game is just, oh god, it's a complete embarrassment.
Just all value all the time. Hell's a nice draw.
Yeah. That was nice value for your opponent.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, no, it always is what it is for, like, the first week with, like, anyone
Magic
who's, like,
players.
good at Magic. Yeah. They're just, like, they always want to go for the value plays.
Can't blame them on the same way.
I was talking with, do you know Ori?
I know of him. I don't think I've ever
Yeah.
met him.
Okay, yeah, Ori is just, like, the same exact way as,
You
like,
insist.
he could not stop trying to... He would die so many... with removal in his hand so many games because he would just refuse to use it like it was magic. Just, no, there's got to be something better, and there wasn't ever anything better. So we get to kill and draw 2 cards? That's kind of nice.
I love Cold Master.
Yeah, you get a choice.
You
And you have double Argent Commander now. And a Raging Morgan. Hey. The nice thing is, unless he has another Lightning Storm, he's also just very hosed.
Very dead, yeah.
Like, Shaman do not have a lot of ways to get out of this situation, so...
So he'll naturally have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Locked and loaded.
Or he'll just do that and lose horribly. That's cool, too. And he played in the...
Cold Master?
Yeah. Going to 14. No, it's not a beast, Jesus.
I think I just win.
Uh,
If I eat his guy 4 games,
He conceded, yeah.
that's right though, right? It's 4, 8, 11, 13.
No,
No,
so
that's
you...
quite enough.
if you shoot your Worgen there with your Stormpike Commando, that's 12, and then activate
that's
Hunter
true.
Power,
That's true.
and he's dead. Yeah.
Didn't even think about that. I was getting all fancy with, oh, if I explosive shot my 2/2 hyena, then I get +4 because the Worgen hits twice. I get plus 5, I think, because the Worgen hits for 8. No, I get +1.
Yes.
It's +1
So, like-
because it's 8 versus 7, so that's a terrible play.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Just, if you Commando, you're trading
Yeah.
2 for 5 more damage. Yeah, so it's like
You asked for
net
it.
gain of 3, he's dead, yeah. So.
I don't like this.
This is a really good hand.
And I don't even have to feel
Against-
guilty about playing the ooze because mage doesn't have any weapons.
Yeah.
Right.
Till the next patch.
Yeah.
Watch, you know what they're gonna do though. When they get major weapon, it's gonna be like a freezing staff or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And
absurd.
It's gonna be like the most powerful weapon in the game. It's gonna be like
It's gonna make Ice
they'll-
Lance playable.
they'll. No, I know exactly what they'll do. They'll make it like Lance Justice except with freeze.
It's just disgusting.
Because they're, I mean, that's how they balanced all the freeze cards. They were like, let's make this mechanic really cheap because no one ever thought of what'll happen if
Yeah.
they just make everything. And then their way of balancing it was, oh, let's make all the freeze cards really expensive instead of let's just change the stupid mechanic. I want everyone to have fun. That's great. Change the stupid unfun mechanics. Dude, double huffer. You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
I love you, Huffer.
Like, isn't he just adorable?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Master of magics.
Misha
he's
might be
gonna-
marginally more.
He's gonna coin arcane missiles and blow both of them up. Watch.
Oh no. 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 Okay, alright.
Okay, well at least we have Huffer. You go, Huffer. So you want to trade or just form?
I'm not particularly concerned with that. Because I think most of my guys are like, this dies to a fireball, this doesn't die to a frostbolt.
Yeah, it does. The Frostbolt hero power.
Frostbolt hero power, that's right.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, this is definitely happening.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think I don't want to lose.
Alright. 4 damage and killing a guy. Yeah, that's usually enough. Yeah.
For the
Pretty
king!
reasonable hand as well, so I don't think I need to take too many ridiculous risks.
Yeah, I agree.
I get to go, what, Wolf Rider shot next turn, or Cobra shot,
Yeah.
and then Argent Commander!
Your
Yep.
opponent left.
Your opponent left. Guess he had to go do his laundry or something. That was sweet. We had a good hand too.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna complain about free wins.
No, you definitely shouldn't. Yeah, 5 wins.
Perhaps 4 of them deserve it.
Eh.
Not looking to gift horse in the mouth.
Exactly.
Oh good, we got another mage. Maybe this one will
Versus
leave too.
Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt
Yeah.
begin.
I hate all of these cards.
Yes, I agree completely.
Okay, alright. I like these cards.
I mean, tracking for 2-drop, 3 and a 4. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be us.
Tracking is
And-
impressive. Like, I didn't give it very much credence, but it's pretty good. In retrospect, do I take 5 here, or do I just multi-shot?
I'd probably just take the knight. I think your 3 and your 4 are going to be very good at trading if
Yeah,
necessary.
that's right. These are strong. Unless I get a Leok, of course. Although if I get a Leok into an X2, then...
Yeah. Originally, I thought tracking only was for minions, and so I kind of underestimated it. And then I actually played the card, and I was like, "Ooh,
like commune with nature or whatever?
yeah."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, this card's just insane." Actually, never mind. Ah,
Hello. Misha! Okay.
Huffer. Yay, Huffer.
Face.
Yeah.
He's gonna trade his Crocolisk for it, and I'm okay with that.
So many Huffers.
I love Huffer. Huffer's great. It's 3/3, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's a little sad.
It's okay.
Nice Wolf Rider. Yeah, perfect timing, bro.
I'm just gonna play
Yeah, trade. Just as we drew it up, boys. Yeah.
Exactly. That was clearly planned.
Yep.
Man,
You're just gonna like, oh, in a secret.
already.
Alright. Whatever. I still think we Silverhand or Yeti or
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think like the tempo we lose not playing those things to, because I mean the thing that I would play to trigger this thing is probably the hyena, and I don't really have a good follow play.
yeah.
I mean, I could Worgen, but I don't know if I like that.
I would just go
Yeah,
with
I don't think I
the
like that. I think I'm just gonna silver.
Squire,
Yeah.
attend me. Job done.
Ready,
Oh,
sir.
mirror entity. Okay.
yeah.
It's like ice block then. Counter
Vaporize or Ice Block or Counter Spell. I mean, there's a million things it could be,
spell. It could
but
be just anything else.
if I were to guess, it's Ice Barrier. A lot of people still love Ice Barrier, even though it's a piece of garbage. Oh, he saved.
So strong.
Wow.
That's so
I mean,
strong.
Oh,
That's so
jeez.
2 cards.
That
Gonna go
was
to
very
face.
good. That's good for us actually.
That is good.
Dude. Oh wow, Hyena Unleash.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
This is gonna go
if
here.
you insist.
And then yeah, you're gonna
I was
eat it.
waiting for something to happen. I was waiting for the thing to.
Yeah, no, it's not. They're not dead. So yeah.
Do I need his Gadgetson or his? Man, I think I want to get his Gadgetson before he tries any more nonsense.
Yeah,
To battle!
Mana Worm when you're at 26 is not that big of a deal.
Vaporize. Ice Bear?
Told you. Yeah, people love that crappy card. So yeah, the only
So he's gonna
The only
eat
thing
my
I might-
mana.
the only thing I might have done different is I might have traded off those last two beasts to pump Hyena first.
Yeah, that's true. So now he's gonna eat it. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I mean we should have traded one at least. I kind of forgot to delete that part.
Oh, that's
Oh, that could be very good for us. And it is. Yeah. I would say well played. That's my
Ooh, he's just
professional
gonna
opinion.
die, but-
Oh, he had a silent. Oh, wow. That really makes me sad. I thought we got him good. It's not okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sad.
Relax.
Alright, whatever. I think you still just pump Hyena, kill his Mana Worm to get it done, and then play Worgen and like trade your 2/2 with his Geomancer.
Houndmaster's not a beast, otherwise that might be a consideration.
Right.
Too bad.
Yeah.
He let the dogs out.
We're just sad our brilliant play did not work though.
If you insist.
His brilliant play.
As it turned out, we played it beautifully because he had a silence.
Yeah,
You know.
clearly.
Otherwise, the Arcane Missiles could have been worse.
I've got a huge gun.
Aw. Much. Wow, he just refuses to like set up. All right. Do we just like Stormwind
I think I Stormwind
and then
before
Yeti and you know?
For the king. For
I think
honor.
that's weaker to flames.
Yeah.
Do I care about his
I mean, it
owl?
even
I don't
lives,
care about
so.
his owl.
Yeah.
He just dies with flame strike.
Do you care about his owl? I mean, I probably would kill it. But I mean, oh yeah, I mean it worked out. Yeah, he didn't have a sweeper, so whatever. And now next turn you get to play Savannah and draw a card, so that's sweet.
Too bad I drew the buzzer.
Yeah.
There. That unleash. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, well, yeah, things happen. Oh, it's kind of cool.
Oh.
Honor.
All right. Wait, what?
Oh wait, what the hell did I just do?
What the hell did you just do?
Wow.
Good
One on
play.
autopilot. Yeah, well that's terrible. Oh well. Ugh, this is why I should not play Hearthstone on 2.
I have no time for games.
Oh,
Yeah, we might need that card actually. Ugh.
I'm just gonna trade so he gets nothing and play this high main.
Yeah, you definitely do that now.
Honor.
That is not the worst 2-for-1 I've ever seen, so yeah. Yeah, questing and Savannah, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
if I get one
I mean, we
Jaden,
still-
I'm in pretty good shape.
we had two good ones, like, to follow it up. Like,
Wanna blow something
we
up?
weren't just dead. That was annoying. That was really sad.
Yeah, why can't one go back this way?
Ah, get behind me.
Jeez, alright. Well,
I'm gonna have some 2/2s in a second here.
that was... Huh, alright.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
So, dome him or eat the 3/2 and lose it to the hero power.
He's only got one card. I feel like if I keep the board clear, I mean, unless this is literal. If this is Flame Strike, I'm dead anyway.
Yeah.
So I think
Quest
I'm just gonna
accepted.
board clear.
Okay.
Gonna lose it to the hero power, but I mean, unless he has a big taunt in his hand. This is 10 damage. Crossbolt.
It's just a mana worm.
Fireball.
And yeah. Well, I mean, he's desperate at this point. Like, he needs board position. And oh wow, he can't even. That was really good timing. Because now he can't force a 2-for-1.
Just gonna go this face.
You insist.
Yeah. If he doesn't draw a spell, he's pretty much dead next turn. He needs a taunt or a spell.
It's gonna be Pyroblast, Pyroblast.
That doesn't do it. That doesn't do anything. And yeah, nice draw by the way. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh man.
Have we really only been flame strike once against a mage so far? This is nice.
That was
This is a good change.
That was our third against a mage too.
Right.
Although to be fair, the previous one quit.
Yeah, I know.
I guess he got I'm guessing he got disconnected. I don't think it was his choice.
I kind of want to just like post screenshots of some of these decks and like ask the crowd at like Reddit or Liquid Hearth like, what? How many wins do you think they should get? Because I have a feeling like the average is going to be like 3 or 4, and you're just going to tell people, hey, you should probably just play better. Like, I feel like a lot of people decks that get trashed on these forums is just like,
They're not that bad.
yeah, no, they're really aren't.
Like I feel like there's. Like, I complain about my decks from time to time, but like my decks are like true monstrosities. You know, like I feel like people think that if they don't get like multiple Flame Strike in a mage deck, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You know, like I've gone like 8 or 9 wins with that with just like a fireball, and a couple frost bolts. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't like Cobra either. It's a little risky. Hunter.
I mean, yeah.
I think this is probably right.
Yeah, I would have kept the Stormwind Knight probably. I don't know about Cobra, but it's fine.
Looks like it's gonna work out okay.
No?
Got my ooze. The question is, do I coin it out? Do I coin it out or do I coin it out?
No. Point out Knight.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Or if he plays like a relevant 2-drop. Yeah, okay, he didn't even do that, so yeah. This is fine.
Alright, here we go, Yeti.
And now you can even do Cult Master if you want to trade, so that works out well. Yeah.
And just get my card.
Oh god. Ah, Misha.
Why did they get
Really?
Misha?
That was like all our plans are just they're
Down
crap
the toilet.
now.
Jesus.
I mean, I guess your Stormwind still doesn't die if you make that play, but it's
It's real bad.
this sucks. Well, all your plays suck now.
Yeah,
Like,
but I think I still have to do it.
I think that's the least bad play, just because you have Cult Master next turn. So at least you'll be able to recover the card. God. Why couldn't you be Leok?
Even Huffer wouldn't have been bad.
Huffer would have
just
been
traded.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just
I'm-
literally had to be Misha.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
We've seen one Leok, what, 3 Huffers in a row now?
Yeah. We got a lot of huffing done.
Plenty of Huffers. I just Wolf Rider that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
Please just play an X2 so I can Colt Master and get my card back, please.
No. No. God. You knew that was gonna end badly.
That would be too much to ask, of course.
And we
it's too much
can't
to
even
ask.
Argent Commander it.
just gonna play a Cobra and shoot him. Hit him in the face. Force him. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't think I have any
For
options.
honor.
I'm certainly not gonna expose
I mean, yeah, I don't know. See, games like this, I always feel weird because like all the best plays are just gone. They all disappear. It's like, which bad play do you want to make?
Yeah, that's right.
They're all your plays are bad.
This Drake is just out of here. I think through for one or more.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna have to explosive shot that. No, or I can Argent it. That might be better. Argent the Drake. Cobra the thing.
That's fine. Yeah, it's not bad. You could go for Huffer.
Despite our now closer relationship, I still do not feel the heart of the Huffer. Of course, that would be Misha when we don't need him.
I got like 8 in a row. Yeah, that was kind of a waste of a deadly shot, so that's nice. Like, kill half of.
Or both.
Oh, that's a call master. It's not bad.
Questing Iron Beak. Questing companion shot.
I'm not a huge fan of questing here.
What else can I do? I can Cult Master companion. I can companion shot Iron Beak.
I would companion and just see what you get.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen anyway.
You're one turn off for making the questing look good.
Hey,
Oh,
it's Misha.
Misha. And now I'd play Cult Master and pass and just see if he runs his guy into it or not.
Join or die.
That's
Or
probably
both.
Like, the only way this is bad is if he has explosive shot, and if he has explosive shot, whatever, you got that out of the way. Your other play would have been just as crappy.
yeah, I think so. Because then I would have questing
Put this apple on your head.
companion. Must be the same nonsense. Uh-oh.
Oh god, he's gonna kill your Cult Master now. Watch.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, he's got one more shot.
One more. Don't you dare, Knife Juggler. Don't
No,
you
they're
do
on the-
it. Oh my god.
Oh god,
Don't
he did.
You do it. No. Here.
Okay,
Here.
one more.
Here.
Yes.
Now I only have 4 cards to deal with. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? Just think. It was only miserable, like it was only complete blowout, but you know, it could have been worse. That's the key. It could have been worse. Oh, now look, you have explosive trap.
Quickly.
I am not.
Yeah,
He's
we're
7
dead.
cards ahead of me.
We are dead. We're just dead.
Jesus.
Okay, here's my suggestion. Play explosive trap
Explosive trap him.
and play like I don't even know, like a Nightblade and ship, or just shoot him and ship. Just make it obvious you have explosive trap. It doesn't even matter at this point. Like, he has to run into it. And pray he just sits there and like, tries to damage race us. And then we can go, like, Molten Giant Explosive Shot.
Yeah. One giant would
He also might not... Okay, he just ran right into it. Yeah, I mean, he has 400 cards. But, so yeah, okay, we got rid of that.
I mean,
Okay.
surprising, I'm only 2 cards behind.
Yeah.
After he drew
Well, I mean,
4,
he's
like 7 cards ahead of me.
Well, he did spend 1 million cards like setting that up
Yeah.
in the first. Oh man, serious. Ugh. Yeah,
Oh, I can Iron Peak it.
yeah. That might be correct. Iron Beak, explosive shot.
I think that might be the play. I just need to get this stuff off.
Yeah, it's sad that's come to this, but and shoot him and
Value
pass.
still.
Yeah,
You know, like if you would have told me in the abstract I would get an Argent Commander and a Buzzard for an explosive shot, I think that's pretty good.
yeah, yeah. It's
Next
definitely not that bad.
Yeah, next turn I get to play a Molten Giant.
Yeah.
Flying.
For free.
For free.
Cool.
For more than free.
Yeah.
This should require this.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
questing first.
Ye
Questing
yeah.
giant
Yeah,
commander
yeah.
Give me a
Questing, sure.
quest.
Yeah. That's definitely right. Molten Giant and then multi-shot and then trade the owl. And shoot him in the face. Yeah. So he is 8, 4, 6.
I can outrace him if he doesn't. Like, if he has like
So-
Nightblade, I think I might be dead, but I can
Hold
outrace
on.
him
So
otherwise.
13, 16. He's dead next turn if he doesn't play taunt with
12,
Nightblade.
16.
No, because
Oh yeah.
Giant's 8, Questing Adventure is 5, Nightblade is 3, Argent Commander is 4. Yeah, you have ways. Wait, what? He did that? Hold on.
Why
Seriously?
Argent that? He goes to 16. 8,
Yeah.
4.
No, that'll be 5. You'll have 15. You're. Oh wait, no, he's dead. He's dead. You can play. You can pump up your Questing Adventure to 6, and then Molten Giant 8, Adventure 6
Oh,
is
that's
14.
right, because this gets
and
plus
then
2 from my spells.
Right. Oh no, but then we don't have the mana Hunter shot him. Never mind. Okay, so we can't kill him this
So I
time.
have to clear,
Um,
which means I'm trading.
Nightblade. Yeah. No, there's no way to do it. We need an 11th mana.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
All right. So yeah, do you just trade the adventure then, and then hit him. Argent Commander, the other thing. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah,
yeah, and then just shoot him. Dude, if you threw away Molten Giant there, I was gonna like actually my computer. Just gonna like, what the hell?
that
So
would
now
not
it's
make
just,
play.
does he have any charge or burn of any sort? If not, we win. And if he does, well, we lose.
What is the best thing you can have here?
I wonder.
Another Rocketeer.
Yeah, another Rocketeer would do it. Is there a 4-power charger?
Yeah, Argent
Argent
Commander.
Commander, yeah.
It's in play. Wolf Rider doesn't do it.
No.
Unleash doesn't do it.
Double Unleash does.
I mean, he
But
already
if he had
spent
double Unleash, then yeah, then
I
he's got
wonder.
the depth to
4.
handle
Yeah, I mean,
those.
he's got 4. That'd be sick. That'd be beats. He could also go.
Yeah, like Nightblade, Wolf Rider.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little random stuff, but it all involves 2 cards.
Yeah.
Also,
the
I
fact
don't
that
think
he
he'd
hasn't
be.
done it.
Yeah, he hasn't killed us. So,
Might just have like a taunt. I was trying to figure out whether or not he can win next turn.
we have 5 damage, not even counting a taunt. So, yeah, he would need a
almost-
really impressive taunt.
The taunt would have to have like 9 health.
Yeah,
I'd be really upset if that happened.
like
It doesn't
I don't.
exist, right?
Yeah, he could have Deathwing, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's he's dead. Yeah, I mean, even if he made it a taunt, he loses. So, yeah.
yeah.
All right, sweet. All right, and yay.
Well, Molten Giant's won me 2 games now.
Yeah, when he's good, he's really good.
When he's bad.
All the well, then you don't play him, yeah.
Yeah, when he's bad, you can't play him.
Yeah. But it's hard to get that kind of impact from, single cards in this game, other than like legendaries. So,
That's right. Because even 8 is 2 for 1
yeah.
at that point. I do think Molten Giant's the best of the Giants, though.
Rexa!
I think
Oh, yeah.
Malphite's
Says
hard to play.
Anduin!
Mountain Giant is
Shall
almost
bring victory.
impossible unless you're in Warlock.
Yeah.
Like,
Begin.
And then Sea Giant is what? Sea Giant
It's
is
minions in play. yeah, it's
I guess that could be
act-
decent in like Beast. Like with
Yeah,
the
no, that's what-
stuff.
That's what I was gonna say.
Greetings.
It's better in your deck actually because you can
Greetings,
unleash.
traveler.
That's right. Yeah, track.
But yeah, It's not great.
I think Unleash is the best here. That's
Sure.
my high main. So sad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Unleash or High Main, and I'm
Unleash
okay with
Timberwolf is
Unleash.
really good.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Really good. Also, the fact that this is a priest deck at 7 makes me cautious. Let's just say.
Shoot him and go.
Heart stats. I just get really suspicious every time I see a priest deck this late into a draft. And it's just like,
It's hard.
Something dirty is
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Right. Well, it's hard to play Priest well, because your hero power is so conditional.
Yeah.
Like,
Scarlet Crusader is probably better than the Iron Fur here.
yeah,
For the crusade!
like they both suck equally to Shadow Word Pain,
Yeah.
and
But there's
otherwise
two
you
for
get,
ones.
yeah. Otherwise, it's 2-for-1. So yeah.
Well, when I have 5 mana, this could potentially be something nice.
I liked it back in the day when everyone was dumb and just played turn 1 Cleric all the time and like wasted 3 turns in a row trying to draw a card. Like that was the nice back then.
When I was...
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. It's just gonna pump this guy, yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm cool with that.
Fair enough.
Nice multi-shot, bro.
Yeah.
Do you just want to play your little grizzly bear, or do you want to play Yeti? They'll both die, so. But Yeti is pain-proof, so.
That's right. Yeti is so good. I don't want it to
Yeah.
die.
Because now he's gonna hit you for 6. Oh no, he's straight? Oh, that was
My
nice
next
of
turn
him.
is going to be pretty nice then.
Dude, yeah, that worked out well.
My next turn is going to be real nice. Alright, I'm going to go Starving Buzzard.
Are you got multi-shot?
That's a good question. Do I multi-shot or do I Starving Buzzard, Unleash, draw? What would
So
I
you
draw?
draw-
I would draw 3? I guess that's not that great.
Yeah, no. So drawing 3... so the problem is you don't clear board, though. So you clear... You kill Raptor and then he eats your Buzzard, so it's not even...
That's true. I think that's the worst part of it. And I can draw like those cards pretty much whenever I want.
Yeah. I would
That's
just
right.
multi-shot.
Yeah.
That's the funny part, is like... I almost feel like, yeah, I'd rather just draw 2 and, like, not lose my guy for sure. Like...
That's right. I think that's the Magic player in me again. Like drawing 3 cards is like, oh my god.
Yeah,
You
and now
know?
we can just, yeah. I mean, we can just Cobra here,
Yeah.
or Silver Knight, doesn't even matter. Yeah, but I'd just probably Cobra shoot and see what he does.
That's right. Silver Knight's probably not as good.
Yeah.
Hope he plays more guys. That would be sweet.
Yeah, the worst thing that could happen is his hand's all buffs, and then, because our deck's gonna have a real hard time beating that.
Yeah.
That was a really weird play.
What did he do?
He,
Oh.
he did that so he could
Nice.
buff this guy. Yeah, but
just
now
gonna
you're just
eat him
gonna
then.
Cobra. Yeah. Or, yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
What happens? Because if I Cobra him, I play my Silver Hand and I shoot him, then his Soul Priest is active. He eats my 2/2. That's no fun.
So if you play Buzzard and you play Unleash, you get 2 guys, and you Timberwolf and you draw a bunch of cards. You have...
I don't trade.
You don't trade. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, it's the same thing. You're off by
Same-
1
yeah, same
top.
thing.
Yeah, 1 power. Okay. Yeah. Alright.
I think I just Silver Hand, let him eat something. Because I mean that takes some of his mana too, right?
I mean, you could also just Explosive Shot and just clear board right now. And just be like, whatever. Because you
That's
have...
fair.
You're up on cards.
A lot of
And
cards,
you're
yeah.
going to draw a bunch of cards.
Yeah, that's very true.
So it's your call. I don't care either way. Like, I think you're in a pretty solid position as long as you kill at least the big guy right now. So, okay.
This might also induce some...
You missed a hunter shot.
Oh, oops.
It's a little less relevant because the odds that you're going to incrementally kill a priest is low because they just have so much heal.
Shot, yeah.
Let the
Yeah.
pain speak to me.
So It's not that bad. See, it's not that bad. Told you.
Alright, well, here the question is, because I don't know how many more guys he's going to be able to get. I know I want to play this multi-shot.
We're never gonna get more than 2 guys. That's the thing.
I think I might just Buzzard Unleash, multi-shot, hit his thing, clear the board, draw some cards.
That's fine.
Oh, I have to play the Buzzard first then. Buzzard Unleash.
Yeah.
2-man, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you should wait to see what you drew. I mean, also because it'll bug. Oh, never mind. It only bugged because of lag. Sweet. All right, that worked out then. Yeah, just kill it.
Best part about it, he might not even be able to kill the Buzzard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, being able to play Hyena and then Wolf draw 2 more cards would be pretty much game if he.
Handle it!
God, he had 2 of those things? Ugh.
Seems, yeah.
Alright, well, at least the other card's a Raid Leader. Like, whatever. Yeah, so I would draw a card. Play the 1-drop first.
That's true.
Thank you.
Card.
Right.
Houndmaster.
Now, see, that's
5/3.
interesting.
Huh. That makes this a 5/3.
Okay,
I lose
so-
the ability to Storm Pike.
Sure. But I mean, as a 5/3, aren't you going to eat his 2/2 anyway?
Yeah, eat his Raid Leader, trade for this thing.
Yeah, that's.
I get it. And
that's
then I get a Yeti, I think that's fine.
yeah, that's fine. Or you could play Hyena and draw a card. And then if he kills it, your Hyena's big.
I mean, it's almost certainly.
Then you played Yeti!
Yay, Yeti.
Oh. I wanted to draw a card. Yeah, no, I like Yeti here. That's fine. Because it pretty much guarantees you'll be able to kill it.
Yeah.
Because the only thing you're really worried about is like Holy Nova.
Yep.
So, not playing
There
two.
it is.
Yeah, and he had it. So yeah, that play was much better. And yeah, it's like, oh no, we have to trade all these cards, but who cares?
I'm just gonna Storm Pike it.
Yeah. Ooh. Play your Animal Companion. Because if you hit Leoth, you'll just kill for free. Oh, you hit
One
Misha.
time I need.
Oh,
one time I
oh,
wanted-
oh.
I've got a
I
huge
feel so bad for you. I mean, really, I'm just crying over here. God, you really hate that Hyena. You just don't want to fucking play it.
Don't want to play it.
I mean, of all the Beast cards, Hyena is the hardest to set up, really. So. Well, there's a Sea Giant, but you're gonna play your own Giant, so it kind of works out.
Go to the face. No. Actually, I might not
Do you-
go to the face. I might
Do you want to trade or
kill it.
just him for 8 and just play Giant?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess
'Cause
because
he gets
he
to
can
heal,
heal it.
yeah.
Yeah. Healing makes that so much more awkward.
Very awkward.
Yeah, so the last 2 turns, he's actually almost made us even in cards because he made you 2 for 1 so many times. Don't have Power Word Shield. Alright, cool. So you get to eat the 6/7, that's nice. Now I think you just shit your hand on the table.
Pretty much. Start with
Squire, attend me.
ready, sir.
It's no good.
Just play the damn Hyena. So what? Now just hope he doesn't have another Holy Nova. I mean, it wouldn't even be like game over, but definitely be like the best card he could have.
Yeah,
Even Mind Control doesn't do anything because your Giant's at 8/2. So,
that's right.
I got the best deals anywhere.
see, good job. You successfully played around your Mind Control.
It's back to 30.
Your
What am I gonna
opponent's
do?
probably got it. He's like, oh, what am I going to take? A Hyena? He's like, this sucks. Well, hopefully draw a real card. Ooh. So play that, shoot him.
For honor.
I don't think you play Owl.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Owl waits if he has like a taunt or if he has something.
So is trading the 4/4 there better than cashing in like the Knight and knocking your 2/5 down to a 2/1?
Let the pain speak to me.
Trading the Knight better than
Because
2/5.
then your 4/4 still alive.
That's true.
Whatever. Just silence it and hit it with Morgan and then hit him. Silence it!
Silence it, yeah.
If you insist.
You don't play those, yeah.
926, yeah, he's dead. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And if he
Again,
has Nova,
it's
Well
basically
played.
just holding over our butt.
You have-
Yeah, okay, he's dead. Also, the priest was named Righteous. I just noticed this.
Oh, hey, very appropriate.
Dude, 8 wins.
There's no way this deck should have gotten 8.
Doing it. 12 wins, here we go. 12 wins with one of the worst hunter decks I've ever seen. Doing it.
Christ, no way.
So, to note, we had one Unleash in the deck, and then, like, we've pretty much crushed every game we've gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unleash, I'm pretty sure single-handedly makes this deck from, like, the 8th or 9th ranked, like, arena class to, like, the 2nd.
Let the hunt
It's, like,
begin.
very good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love Double Archer Commander. Just not in my opening hand. I don't know
I
if
don't
you
know if I
want
like Buzzard.
Yeah.
I think Shaman also has a lot of ways to remove it.
Buzzard kind of feels like,
Greetings,
that one card,
friend.
Wind Fury. It's like really nice when you draw it at the right time, and the rest of the time it's just like, I really don't want it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like running one in actual constructed Shaman because it goes really well with like Leroy or Rockbiter weapon.
Mind if I roll need?
You just randomly like 12 or 15 people out of nowhere. It's like pretty fun.
Yeah, that is true.
I think you're tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have my 3, I have my 4.
Argent Commander or Silver Knight?
What does Shaman like to do?
Play a lot of RNG cards.
Play a lot of RNG cards. If they 1-for-1, then they're not so different.
I mean, the upside is that they can like kind of skew toward the end game because of their RNG, so they might have slightly bigger guys as a result. Like, if any deck was gonna run like 3 Boulder Fist Ogre or something, I would think it's like Shaman.
Yeah, that's probably true. Is that favorite Argent Commander? I think I might favor Argent Commander.
Yeah, I would probably just take Argent.
I think Argent Commander.
Other than like Earthshock, they also don't have an easy way to like kill it in class.
Yeah. They have to, like, assuming you can kill something with it the first time,
Right.
it's just gonna be 2-for-1.
Yeah,
Pretty much all the time.
yeah. Worgen?
Again, yeah. Fight through some taunt nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't lightning bolt it, that's pretty sweet.
If he lightning bolts it, I'm okay with that too. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he can't play 4-drop now, so. I didn't. I'm surprised he coined out a loot order.
Yeah. I don't like that play very much. Go to
Yeah.
companion here.
Yeah. Misha? Oh, Leah, just in time.
You can't kill it.
So, random question: do you watch any TV
We
anymore?
must cleanse the Sunwell.
I watched some.
Dude, you're gonna get 2-for-1 anyway. How lucky.
As much as totems count.
Well, one for one,
Oh, hey, look at this.
essentially. But I more meant that he decided to clear his board to kill your Leok when it wasn't going to do anything. So
Ready, sir.
that was kind of nice of him.
That was very nice of him. I appreciate it.
If you want to see a kind of like fun cartoon, it's kind of like Back to the Future meets Robot Chicken. Watch Rick and Morty. It's pretty good.
Dingo!
Yeah, so like it's a new Adult Swim show. It's pretty good, like on the whole.
Alright.
Ooh, huh. A lot of options actually, like just tons.
Argent Commander to kill his Shield Master. I can
Wait.
multi-shot.
Well, I was gonna say, why don't we just
I could kill his
kill the
multi-shot.
0-2 and then multi-shot and then eat his Djingo?
Yeah. If I do that, I'm gonna want to use the 4/4, so I... No, that's not right. No, I want to use the 4/4 here to kill it.
Well, yeah, because a 4-1 is not very different from a 4-4 in this match. Like,
And then I guess I would just have to shoot him, but I think that's pretty good value on mine.
yeah. Setting up your multi-shot is good.
Take that!
Also, I did not expect this to go on till 3 a.m.,
No,
so...
me neither.
Whoops.
No, not really complaining, I guess.
Yeah.
It's better than losing and being done at, like,
Not a morning
12:30,
person.
starting at 12.
Oh no!
Good.
Lightning storm. That's mildly annoying. Yeah, like not even a big deal, but whatever.
Commander's thing, then. Well, what are my other options?
Your other option, and this is a kind of an interesting one, is you can Hydra, Wolf Rider, shoot.
Shoot.
And then just let the Master die on its own. Because you can't just run them both in your Hyena, it's gonna have 3 toughness. Oh wait, no, Wolf Rider's
Wolf
not,
Rider's not a beast.
I'm sorry. I keep thinking it's a beast. It's got a wolf on it, for God's sake.
Yeah. If it was the
Alright,
wolf,
you're-
it would be a beast.
Your other option... Oh, I guess you already did that. I was gonna say your other option is to go Cult Master Wolf Rider and do that exact same play, except then you for sure draw a card.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think your play is good. Oh, wow. That worked out really well. That worked out great.
I can build myself a hyena here. And Cult Master
You get,
and draw
and you get to draw 3 cards. Yeah, I think it worked out fine.
Join or die.
So you get a giant hyena and you draw 3 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna say that worked out for you.
Okay, so... 4
Victory!
Yeah, just eat his big guy and
red draw.
laugh at his misery.
I guess it doesn't matter since I don't have any more mana.
Yeah.
Just let... Ooh.
So yeah, that's pretty good. You're back to even in cards
Your
and you have a
magic shall
better
not
board.
save.
Oh, darn. Silenced it. Whatever shall
Yeah.
Your magic shall not save.
Sounds both of them. He really hates it.
Really hates me.
Yep.
Let's see. Well, this Cult Master has served its purpose, so I can probably trade it off. I can Wolf Ride a Spellbreaker, leave 6 mana. Nightblade? I don't know if I like that.
You can command your
Commander.
Scarlet Crusader.
Yeah, I can Ardent Commander and clear the board. Scarlet Crusader, that might just be the best.
You could also Cobra.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with Cult Master, Argent Commander, clear the whole board and then play a 3. Like, I think that is the best play.
To Northrend!
Also, it has the added bonus of tilting your opponent because you have double Argent Commander.
And I get to keep my hyena.
Yeah.
Crusade!
That is clearly the most important part of that play.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's so adorable.
Remember?
He's chewing on his bone.
Oh, you remember that one game we played a Mana Worm and it actually lived for like 9 turns and we won?
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that because I can't beat it.
You can also just silence it and remove about half the scariness.
Ooh, oh, you're right. I have a silence. I completely forgot. Well, if I silence it, and just remove it with a Wolf Rider.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably your best play.
Join or die.
That's sucks this thing.
And then you get to play Nightblade and use all your mana.
Efficiency.
And now attack him. Attack him. There you go. And there you go.
Whee.
Yeah, everything's coming out Millhouse. So,
Hopefully not Millhouse Mana Storm.
dude, free explosive trap. Come on.
Free everything. Someday it's gonna happen.
Well, if they ever bring in sideboards, it could be very good.
Yeah.
There are a
Sunday's
few
gonna
decks.
happen. It's gonna be,
Yeah.
oh, you know, you played a mill house, I'm gonna power blast you. I'm gonna power blast
Yeah.
you. I'm gonna fireball you.
Yeah, in arena, that would be great. I'd love it.
Fireball you again. I can kill with Boulder Fist too if I want to.
Yeah, you could if you want.
4, 8, 11, 13 though? Put him on 8?
Yeah, you could do that too. Could do a lot of
I'll
things.
put him on 6. Actually.
8, 11, 13, 15. Yeah, that, and you have explosive trap, so that's basically at 4. Yeah, I would just put him to 4.
Yeah, 4 opposed to 8 seems like a pretty big deal.
And
I guess
you
if he
still,
kills my thing, I still have the. Like, it's not like I lose the ability to multi-shot.
and you still get to play a taunt this
This
turn.
one's mine.
Yeah, you're in very good shape. I would just shoot, play explosive trap, and go. Yeah.
No need to play the Cobra.
Yeah.
3 gold. I think if I let him win, he'll give me 3 gold. I guess if I beat him, I also get 3 gold. So
Yeah.
start a fire.
Hmm. The spell tome, I guess spell tome makes lightning storm actually a threat. Oh, and he did have it. All right.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. He's still dead in a turn.
Pretty dead.
Pretty
So
dead.
he can gain life. I tried doing this once to somebody. I played 2 Earthen Ring Farseers and then a Guardian of Kings.
Did you like cry?
Yeah.
I would just
That
cry.
was pretty sad. The only thing is this explosive trap now. So.
I think you just multi-shot here anyway,
I gotta just do it.
and just try and get lucky. And by lucky, I mean anything except that. Just play Cobra. It's fine. On the plus side, now Explosive Trap kills his Boulder Fist.
Yeah.
So now you aren't dead to like some random conversion of, you know, all the elements. So yeah, this is his last turn to kill you. So or play Farseer and, you know, mock you.
Yeah. Farseer would make me really sad. Voodoo Doctor
Dude,
would make me really sad.
Hey, the good news is he, you know,
I wonder.
he played Overload card, so now he can't Alexandria and, you know, ruin you.
Alexstrasza, pretty good.
Oh, that's, yeah, Alex Strasser. There you go. Yeah.
Seriously, if he plays Voodoo Doctor here, I will cry myself to sleep. I would be so
What
sad.
to do?
Because then this explosive trap hits his Worgen, and he hits me for 3 plus 4, 7.
Yeah.
And then he gets to do it again next turn. He hits 8 next turn.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't kill
Actually,
your
no.
Cobra, though,
I
you're
guess-
gonna
yes,
kill him.
yeah. I guess he would have to kill my Cobra too.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt? Question mark?
Well, he has a little time, so.
This one's too light.
Hey! Good job, friend. Free gold. Free gold.
How about that? The good news is that my dropped frame count is still at 0.
Nice.
So, unlike last time, this one might actually be watchable.
That would be good.
Watchable is always good in a video.
Overrated? Okay.
Doesn't have to be watchable. Who watches? Who watches videos to watch them?
Agreed.
Alright. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got?
Rexa versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Let the
Hearts.
hunt begin.
Sending those back. I send the Wolf Rider back too. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay, much better. It's not a Jutsu, but that's okay. Let's try. guy's got to have a true silver, right?
Yeah.
Like we're on 9
Take
wins.
the well. The other two cards are also very
And then also
like
bad.
loose.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wonder how many true silvers this guy has. I bet he has like 2, maybe 3. I want to save the ooze in that case. I wonder if I just coin the animal companion. Because if it just, well... What do I do? I can play Iron Beak.
I wonder.
I can coin the animal companion. I think I coin the animal companion, because next turn I have Iron Fur, and then I can play Yeti on 4 like I'm supposed to.
Job done.
Leok again. Hooray.
To be fair, I think Leok was actually better than a lot of cards.
I think
like,
that's right.
4 toughness is fine here.
I think Misha would have been the best, but I think I would have been sad if it was Huffer.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
But he's like a boar and stuff, you know?
He is. Yeah, he is a board. He is adorable. So yeah, you get to hit him play taunt. That's pretty cool. And then he's gonna play sword and
And clear the board.
yep.
And then I'll get to play ooze and shoot him.
Yep.
And then he'll play... I don't know. What is the most BS thing that happens on 5?
For Paladin,
I wonder.
nothing. Their 5s all suck.
The 4s are where it's at. You could consecrate here.
Yeah, you could.
I think that's probably better than True Silver. It's weaker than True Silver. In that spot. And then,
Yeti?
Yeti. It's big and blue and it has 4 power. It's big
Hmm.
in your face. This guy's a quirky orc. So if I want to use my mana efficiently, I have to play Adventure, but I think that's bad here. He's gonna hit my Yeti with his Tiger, which leaves it at 5-1. So I think I should play Stormwind Knight here. So I can Colt Master and get my card back next turn.
We could also just play Questing Adventure and shoot him and just leave as a 2/2.
That's true.
And like nothing of value is lost. Like if he
That is
kills it,
true.
okay, he kills it. Yeah.
If he kills a Yeti, I still get to trade.
Right. I mean, I'm banking on him hitting your Yeti and then playing a guy so we can multi-shot. So,
Quickly.
and I don't want to play either of our 2s. So,
Yeah, those are for very specific purposes at this point.
yeah.
And if he doesn't do any, yeah. I mean, if he plays another guy, I can set a multi-shot. If he doesn't, I get a free card from Colt Master. He's gonna get... This is the discussion we had last time, right? That makes things difficult. I guess not really. Just get up trade.
No, we're still doing the same exact thing.
How lucky do I feel?
You? Very unlucky.
Nevertheless, I think that's probably still the right play.
Yeah, just multi-shot, see what happens. Maybe we get lucky. That would be nice. That worked out pretty well.
It worked out pretty well.
So,
I kill his tiger.
uh,
I think I have to kill his tiger. Oh, do I have to kill his tiger? Maybe I'll just kill his 2/2.
you don't have to kill... Well, okay, the downside about not killing Tiger is you get to draw another card.
Yeah.
Is that better than leaving your questing adventure?
I wonder.
Oh, sure.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, if he has kings or something, then this is just a nightmare. Well, I guess I
Yeah,
have
okay.
a silence, though. If he has a buff, I just have a silence, and it's not a big deal.
Sure.
And I can silence and Stormwind Knight it at any time I want.
Okay.
Quest accepted.
If he goes to the face, I'm perfectly fine with that, too.
question: if he buffs it with like kings and then you silence it, does he go? Does he stay at 5 life?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think he. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to say anything, 'cause I don't know. Okay.
Well,
this is-
congratulations! You get to kill a weapon.
Yeah.
This is very bad.
Yeah.
This did not work out at all.
No. He's gonna get to draw another card too. That's frustrating.
Yes. Or we can just Wolf Rider it. No, I mean silence his Sunwalker and just Wolf Rider the Tiger. Which I would do.
Nice to have.
Yeah.
We seem pretty well in the
He
world.
drew
No,
2.
He drew 2.
Yeah.
So it is the end of the world.
I'll put
Is
it on
entirely.
your head.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah.
Calling it now, dead.
Well,
Was a good run.
Reporting
Enjoyed
for
it.
duty.
yeah. Next turn I can go set up a Cobra. Maybe that'll do it.
We can Cult Master and kill his Brewmaster and draw 2 cards.
Yeah. Do I have any? I mean, do I have any solutions to it, Sunwalker? I don't know if I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So I think just drawing a million cards and hoping we find one is good.
Sorry, Owl. Sorry, dude.
Job's done.
Bad for you. Explosive trap's not the worst. Maybe it'll pop his Divine Shield. You know it's bad when that's
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
that's what you're hoping for. Okay, so I'll call that instead.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? And an ogre. Ugh.
I think I am also better than Dirt. I wonder if he'll play his Sunwalker before he attacks. I mean, I can't play my Cobra here because he'll just run his Cleric into it, so that's terrible. So it just has to be Silver Knight Explosive Trap, I think. Yeah, I think it's it.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
I guess I could just hope he plays a Sunwalker before, so I can pop his shield at least. Or maybe he'll just lose his Sunwalker. I could draw Explosive Shot.
Truth is my shield.
So sad.
Well, we could draw Unleash the Hounds,
It's time for a little blood.
No, we could.
which is pretty good with Timber. Or we could draw it. Yeah, we could draw that.
That was a mistake.
that. Yeah, that was indeed a mistake.
Yeah, that was a real loose one he had. But it doesn't matter, can't punish. And yeah, I mean, Explosive Shot would also been real nice.
And I'm just dead. It's 9, 11, 15.
Can we do? Yeah, we can't even kill
Can't even kill
Sunwalker.
his Sunwalker.
Yeah, we're dead.
So, oh well. Let's
Squire,
mess around with
attend
some
me.
stuff.
Ready, sir, if you insist.
End of the line.
Yeah.
Yep, do it now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You call that a weapon?
Still had all those. Suppose I can't win.
Yeah. Man, that's a couple wins over expectations. So,
I only expected like 5, so.
I mean, I said 6. I was happy when we got there. 9 is definitely great. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Wow, 245, 270 gold?
Yep.
That's almost 2 whole arenas. And a pack. Let's see what I got.
Pretty good for a class you never play.
Rare.
Terrible. Such a sad pack.
Yeah.
Oh well. This is life. Alright, it's like 3:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep. Alright, we'll do this again.
Yep.
Yep, see you
All
later.
right. Later.